Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for joining us. I am really excited to be with you today and introduce you and welcome you to the BECU Bellingham Lakeway Neighborhood Financial Center's virtual grand opening and ribbon cutting celebration. My name's Kim Liebecker, and I work for BECU and have the
I think Kim just froze. So we're gonna give it a moment to kick back. That's not good. So we're gonna stand by. How about that? I'll be up here, and as those of you who usually watch me nuance my way through these, we're gonna wait for Kim to come back on. So I'm just going to, okay, looks like she signed off. So Christy, while we're waiting for Kim to come back, would you like to kind of get started on your portion?
Absolutely, thank you so much. So my name's Christy Stye, and I'm the director for the new Bellingham location. And I just want to say it's really our pleasure to be in Bellingham, and we've been open about a month now. So just the warm reception that we've received from everyone in Bellingham has been amazing. So it's my pleasure to introduce you today to our branch manager here at the Bellingham Lakeway NFC. So Sarah Nuanis has been in banking for over 18 years, and she is been in the community for about 15. She is married and has three children in the local community. So she and her family love this area and everything it has to offer. She also has two adorable dogs, Henry and Tinkerbell. She also serves on the board of treasurer for the Children of the Valley after school program, and she ran for mayor of Mount Vernon last year. So very interested. So again, my pleasure to introduce you to Sarah Nuanis, the new manager here.
Thank you so much, Christy. The Bellingham Lakeway team would like to welcome everyone to our grand opening celebration. We are so thankful for the support and hard work that went into making this branch opening a success. My name is Sarah Nuanis, and I am honored to be the manager of this Bellingham Lakeway Neighborhood Financial Center. It is with my greatest pleasure to introduce to you the Bellingham Lakeway team. First, we have Mitch Haslam, our member consultant lead. Mitch will be here to help lead our branch towards success and to support our members and team members alike. Mitch started with BECU in April of 2017 at the Burlington NFC and is absolutely thrilled to be opening this new NFC here in Bellingham. He joined BECU after working in finance for 3 years prior and couldn't be happier with such a great team and company. Mitch is originally from Southern California and grew up in a military family before settling back here in Washington after a few years of moving around the Southwest USA. While some people prefer the fall rain and cooler temps here in Washington, he prefers the amazing sunny and warm months of summer. He believes strongly in equality, inclusion, and diversity, and strives to be a champion for the LGBTQIA+ community. You can find Mitch hiking and camping with his husband, playing soccer, cuddling his 2 cats, watching TV, getting involved in attending Pride events, or even streaming and gaming with friends on Twitch. I'll now introduce to you our member consultants. First on our team, we have Allie Madsen. Allie joined BECU in May of 2020. She grew up in Snohomish County and moved to Bellingham to attend Western Washington University, from which she graduated in 2012 with a BA in financial economics. Outside of a brief 2 years living in Virginia, she cannot imagine calling anywhere other than Whatcom County home. Allie comes from a background in retail management and looks forward to using her interpersonal skills and knowledge of financial products to serve the community she so loves. Outside of work, she enjoys baking, movies, riding her motorcycle, especially near the waterfront and over Highway 20 into the Cascade Mountains. Next, we have Billy Lucky. Billy joined BECU in May of 2020, training at the Smoky Point NFC for placement at the new Bellingham Lakeway NFC. He grew up in Detroit, Michigan, and after a pro football career in which he played in Spain, Italy, Canada, and Denmark, he moved to Bellingham in 2012. Billy comes from a background in retail management and looks forward to using what he learned in that field and to carry it over into the financial world. Outside of work, Billy still plays semi-professional football, and he enjoys video games, going to sporting events, weightlifting, and dining out with friends. Next on our team, we have Dustin Mckay. Dustin joined BECU in the month of May of 2020. Dustin is excited to be working with the newest team at the Bellingham Lakeway Drive location. Dustin is a Bellingham native who, after living away from a few different times, is finally back home to experience the new growth and opportunities in Bellingham has to offer. Dustin is passionate about walking with people in their journey to sustain, improve, or begin their financial future, to make an impact on the community by helping people and business grow. When not at work, Dustin can be found riding his motorcycle all over the mountains, through the woods, and along the coast on a weekend adventure. And last but not least, we have Jody Sidoo. Jody joined the BECU team in May of 2020 and has assisted with the opening of the new Bellingham Lakeway NFC. She graduated with her bachelor's degree from Western Washington University in 2018, where she studied psychology and business administration, and brings knowledge to the team from her experience in finance and technology industries. Coming from a multicultural upbringing, Jody is an advocate for inclusion and equality when it comes to recognizing diversity in a community. In her free time, Jody enjoys hiking, traveling, and spending time with her dog, Lily. She has grown up in Whatcom County and is elated to be part of the first NFC to open in the area she calls home. Our amazing MCs all live in or around Bellingham community, and they are here to help our members with such things as new accounts, business accounts, loans, credit cards, account servicing, and more. We are thrilled to be part of the Bellingham Lakeway team and look forward to serving. Thank you so much. Now I would like to take a moment and thank all of our Bellingham Lakeway business partners. We have Melissa Savage with Mortgage. Melissa's been with BECU since July of 2013, starting initially in Member Loan Solutions and transitioning in December of 2014 to be a full-time mortgage loan officer. Prior to BECU, she worked with Bank of America for 7 years as an assistant branch manager. Melissa specializes in conventional, FHA, and VA home loans and will be soon hosting their first-time homebuyer seminars here at our Bellingham Lakeway location. She has a bachelor's degree in business management and hopes to go back for her master's in the next couple of years. Away from the office, Melissa spends time traveling with her husband, Matthew, and their 2 pups, Blue and Echo, and being the best aunt to her 6 nieces and nephews. Next, we have Jason Davis with Business Services. Jason is the business service specialist for the Coastal District of BECU. He worked at BECU for the past 3 years. His previous experience in academia and in retail, and holds a master's degree in writing and publishing. His wife works at BECU in leadership in the Central District. They have a 4-year-old daughter named Mara and 2 cats. Our newest member to the team is Grace Pacheck, also with Business Services. Grace is the Senior Business Relationship Manager and has worked in the financial industry for over 30 years, acquiring a wide variety of experience in finance, including retail, escrow, mortgage, commercial, business, and commercial real estate. She has spent the most recent 20 years in commercial banking with a focus on commercial real estate Living and working in Bellingham for over 30 years, Grace is respected and trusted in the community as an expert in commercial real estate and business services. Grace is a graduate of the FAR Group Executive Leadership Academy and holds a BA from Western Washington University. In her free time, Grace enjoys exploring the Pacific Northwest and all things outdoors. Next, we have Todd Beck. He's with our investment services. Todd is the investment advisor and specializes in wealth planning strategies, which includes tax advantage investment strategies and retirement planning. Todd has been in the business since 1998. His overall objective is to continually work with clients' ever-changing financial environment. Todd graduated from the University of Washington with a Bachelor of Arts degree in economics with an emphasis in finance. Todd holds a Series 7, 63, and 65 securities registrations with LPL Financial, as well as a Washington State Life and Disabilities Insurance license. Next, we have Amy Zaleski with Trust Services. Amy is a trust officer with BECU Trust Services. She has over 15 years of financial service experience and enjoys working with clients to develop long-lasting relationships. Prior to joining BECU Trust Services, Amy worked at Merrill Lynch, where she assisted clients with estate planning, retirement planning, and trusts. Finally, we'd like to take the time to thank and acknowledge those internal BECU partners who have made this grand opening possible. This would never have been possible without all of your help. On behalf of all of us here, we are so grateful for the enormous support of Travis Simpson, our Senior Retail Vice President of Retail, Debbie McLeod, our Vice President of Retail Delivery, our facilities team, our IT teams, and of course, our office support services team. And last but not least, our marketing team. And now I'll turn it back over to Kim. Hopefully she's back on.
I am back on, Sarah. Thank you so much. We love learning our new technology, and so sorry to everyone. I kind of jumped out there, but I appreciate everybody just jumping in. So thank you. Well, all right, we're on to the next part where we'd like to introduce our giving partners and those who we partner with in the community. While we're new in our physical location to the Bellingham community, we're certainly not new to supporting our communities and participating in them and serving them. We have guests today from two amazing organizations that we are excited to support and partner with. The first organization is one that BECU has been a proud partner with for many years in many locations across the state, and that's the Junior Achievement of Washington. They have been working with communities across the state for over 67 years, providing children of all ages with the fundamentals of entrepreneurship, work readiness, and finance to inspire and prepare them to succeed in a global economy. I'm excited to introduce Megan Sharp, Director of South Puget Sound and Operations. Megan is a South Puget Sound native who transplanted to Denver, Colorado for a time to pursue her studies and launch her career. She has a decade of experience working in programming and development within the nonprofit sector and has returned to the Pacific Northwest to connect community members with opportunities to support students and change the trajectory of their lives through JA programs. Please welcome Megan Sharp.
Thank you, Kim. I'm so excited to be here with you all today. I'm actually sitting in one of our two mini-sized BECU banks in BizTown and Finance Park here in Auburn. So thanks to generous support of BECU, thousands of kids come through every year and get to have in the room I'm sitting in hands-on experience as bank tellers, a bank manager. They go across to Walmart and get their groceries and Chick-fil-A and get their lunch. They go next door to the Mariners store and get a jersey. They go to Puget Sound Energy and pay their bills and watch news on Q13. And they open their checking account here at BECU and learn how to manage their money as an individual and as a company. And then when they go across to Finance Parks BECU, they get to learn how to budget a real life scenario with an avatar job. They quickly find out how expensive everything is and learn that, you know, $30,000 doesn't go as far as they thought. And you can't go out and spend $1,000 on fun every month if you're only bringing in $2,000 or $3,000 a month. So thanks to your support, we get to bring in approximately 16,000 kids every year. This year, very different because of COVID, but we're able to pivot and offer virtual programming in place of both BizTown and Finance Park and our in-class programs that you all financially support and support as volunteers, which both are ways that help us to reach kids every year, close to 70,000. And you are one of our biggest and our currently only statewide partner. So you help kids in Onalaska is our furthest south class, all the way up to Bellingham, all the way out to Spokane and Yakima, the Tri-Cities. So thank you so much for the positive impact you have on the community, not only through us, but also through other organizations, scholarships that you give out, all of those opportunities. So if you are interested in learning more, please visit our website. We just launched it today, jawashington.org. There's volunteer opportunities. We'd love to get BECU employees more connected. I know that it is an important value for you all to volunteer and give back with your time, and we'd love to help you do that if you're interested in the opportunity to inspire and prepare young people to live in a global economy. So thank you so much for having me today, and congratulations on your new branch up in Bellingham.
Thank you so much. I know I've been down to that JA location and it's so much fun. So we really, really enjoy partnering with you, and we're so glad that we can do it in multiple communities across the state and especially up in Bellingham. All right, our next community partner guest is from the Northwest Innovation Resource Center. In 2010, this organization was founded to help early stage entrepreneurs and inventors in Northwest Washington. It's my honor to introduce you to Diane Camianka, the executive director who helped bring this vision to life. Diane spent a large part of her career as an executive in the corporate arena. She entered the entrepreneurial startup space when she founded a software company and took it public on the Toronto Stock Exchange. She moved to Washington in 2003 and has focused solely on helping to establish the resources required to support a strong entrepreneurial segment of our economy. I am so pleased to turn it over to Diane and let her tell you more about this amazing organization. Diane?
Thank you, Kim. It's really a pleasure to be able to be participating in your grand opening of the very first of what we hope are many offices here in Whatcom County. As you mentioned, the Northwest Innovation Resource Center was started in 2010 as a 501c3, specifically because a number of us who had been had entrepreneurial activities in our past and come from areas where we saw the benefit to the community by having successful entrepreneurs start their businesses in the area, wanted to provide the resources here for those entrepreneurs to thrive in this area. So we started here in Bellingham in 2010, which is where I'm sitting now, not that far from your new office. I thought about going over and taking a picture and showing it, but that didn't happen. It was a little too smoky for that to happen. So basically what we do is help entrepreneurs from their validating their ideas all the way up through helping them get funding to start their business. So it's really exciting opportunity for us. Basically, what we believe is that entrepreneurs and startup businesses add a great amount to the resiliency and the energy and growth of the economy of the area. We hear a lot nowadays, especially about the need to have resilience built into our businesses so that we are better able to resist the impacts of economic downturns such as we're in now. And startup businesses are just key to that kind of area, especially those new businesses that are taking advantage of incorporating the new technologies for digital economy in what we're doing. We were first introduced to BECU about 3.5 years ago. I see Scott there. So he was the very first person at BECU that I met. And it's been just a wonderful relationship for us ever since. Became apparent immediately that BECU valued small businesses and the role they play in the economy. And you took us into your network and incorporated us without a lot of effort on our part. It was quite amazing to experience for us. You understood our mission, and you knew that it was really important for the economy. So we not only benefited from the financial contributions of BECU, but I would say more importantly, from just being included in your network and being thought of as part of your community. We are approached by your staff all the time with asking us questions about what the small business community needs, what the direction of the community needs are. And it just makes us feel like we're really an important part of your network when you include us with that kind of thing. When we opened up our resource a couple of years ago in Everett, which is our first location for entrepreneurs to work together, several people from BECU came up to Everett from Tukwila to visit us so they could get a better firsthand look at what we were doing. And much to our surprise and delight, there were actually several BECU executives included in that group. So that was important to us to see then and understand the value that BECU puts on its partners all the way up the organizational chart. I will say that when COVID came around, BECU was the very first organization to reach out to us, ask what we needed, ask our opinion about what they could do to help, what you could do to help small businesses withstand what was coming on. And it wasn't just a one-time call. It was a sense of urgency and involvement all along for quite a while as things got moving along. That was very impressive to us. And then when you started exploring moving up to Bellingham, it was apparent to me that you were not only looking at what the business opportunity was for BECU, but you wanted to understand the community and how BECU could support the community. So it was, again, that whole culture that we've experienced with BECU, not just one person, but throughout the entire organization, of really caring about community and not being quite internally focused as you might have been. So we really appreciate that you're coming to Whatcom County. And on behalf of the entrepreneurs and the small businesses in the area, thank you very much for doing that, and welcome to Bellingham.
Thank you so much, Diane. We just appreciate what your organization does, and we're excited to be, as you said, part of this community and really jump in and help there. So I'm excited for this new branch to open. I know they've had a lot of success already and been able to meet a lot of the Bellingham community. So, well, now we're at the moment in the day that we've been waiting for. This is the official virtual ribbon cutting moment. It's my pleasure to introduce Scott Strand, who is our Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer for BECU. Scott, I'm going to turn it over to you to let you say a few words and then do the official ribbon cutting for us.
You know, Kim, thank you. I appreciate that. And, you know, today is definitely a celebration. And I you know, kind of need to continue a little bit with some thank yous here. And just want to quickly, you know, thank Di. Thank you for your help in facilitating this for us today. And then Megan and Diane as well. You know, thank you for joining us today and our partnership. We really appreciate it. You know, also want to say a shout out to Sarah. Sarah, great job earlier in the introduction to the team. We're excited to have you and all of the team as part of BECU, and not only the NFC team, but all of our partners up there as well. Need to thank Kim and everybody else that are kind of too numerous to list, to everybody that made this happen. I think, you know, we heard about some of those groups earlier, but just have to add my thanks, you know, there as well. Also, while I'm at it, would really kind of like to acknowledge the presence of really a large part of our executive management team here today. We've got Tom Berquist, our EVP and Chief Marketing Officer on the line, Melanie Walsh, our EVP and Chief Administrative Officer, John Stewart, our Chief Risk Officer, Doug Marshall, our Chief Product Officer, and Benson Porter, our President and CEO, is on the line today as well. And so wanted to acknowledge their presence and thank them for coming out in support of Sarah and team and all of our partners. And I think a testament to everybody on the phone of how important this market entry is for BECU, to all of us. And that's true for really, two reasons. I think primarily one is, clearly to serve our members. We've got over 7,000 consumer and small business members here in Bellingham. And we're also going to provide support to our auto loan dealership partners, right, who are an important part of that economy and the community as well. And so we've got a big and growing consumer and small business member base to serve up there, and it's great after a lot of years and feedback from our member base to get up there, right? Kind of 30 miles north of our currently most northern point in our footprint. So we're excited about being there in that market, first to serve our members, and also, of course, as we've talked about and we've heard from some of our partners, to make an impact, a long-term impact in that community. BECU's very purpose is about improving the financial well-being for our members and the communities that we serve. And so for us, it's more than just coming into a market to serve our member base. It's about making a sustained commitment and a long-lasting impact in the communities we serve. And so for that reason, we're really, really excited, to be there. And want to thank again everybody that showed up on the line today. I think 70 people or so. So just really appreciate that. Also want to acknowledge, as people have kind of been popping on, our EVP and Chief Financial Officer, Mel Bartels, joined the line as well. And so every single one of our executive team is present and represented today. And again, we really appreciate that as well. And so certainly we would have all, preferred to be there in person and in support of Sarah and team and our partners. And the fact that we're doing this virtually, yeah, it's adaptive, it's creative, but it certainly does not diminish, right, the importance of this event for us. And so they sort of set me up with an actual, we're still going to formally cut a ribbon, if you can see that, and if I can execute it. And so, and including a little kind of mini gold scissors. So if I can try to do this without actually harming myself, we will officially, sort of with a grand opening, open the Lakeway NFC. Here we go. So that makes it official. And so Kim, I want to turn it back to you. I don't think we have any others that are kind of able to speak, I think, today from our team. So, on behalf of the rest of the executive management team, I just, again, want to thank everybody for coming, and thanks for everybody for making this event possible. And Sarah and team, you have our full support and commitment.
Thank you so much, Scott. That was great, and you did an amazing job on that ribbon cutting. It was the best thing we could come up with to cut the official ribbon on there for you. So we appreciate you doing that. And again, thank you to everybody, our executive team, the other BECU team members who've been able to jump in and join us today. The last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick screen share here. And we have a drawing that we have able for everyone to do. And so I'll put this link also in the chat here in just a moment, but we have a Pacific Northwest backpack giveaway that you can enter to win. You just go to the link on the screen there, and then you'll type in your information. This is going to be open and available for a few weeks. We'll do our drawing on October 2nd. And then we'll contact the winner. So there's some fun stuff in there, and I encourage you to follow that link and jump on there and do that. So I'll take that down now, and I just want to say a really big thank you again to Guy and to everyone here. Thanks for putting up with the technology challenges today. I appreciate everyone's grace on that. And I'll offer it to you, Guy. Do you have anything else you'd like to say as we close things out?
I thank you. I think the technology earlier definitely threw a little bit of an interesting, trying to socially distance here. An interesting new learning opportunity, as I like to say. And Scott, you're hired for the next ribbon cutting we do. I might get you up here to do that. So thank you so much. One of the things that I like to say every one of our ribbon cuttings is thank you. Thank you to the entire team at BECU for investing in our community, for being here, stepping up, showing up, and opening your doors. So I look forward to another amazing community partner, business partner with the Chamber. And so we're just so appreciative of you being here and your team. One person that I do want to do a special shout out to, because I think we had easily, I don't know, 8 phone calls or so. Janet here on the BECU team as well has done an amazing job. So props to you, Janet. I do know about the giveaway. So Kim, do you want to go into a little bit more detail about what's in the giveaway package? Would you like me to read that?
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
I can grab that for you. It's in there. We have the backpack. It has a floating Bluetooth speaker, so that's pretty cool. An insulated tumbler, a set of sunglasses, and a hat there that you can win. And I did drop the link into the chat box for everyone, so please feel free and utilize that.
Perfect. And not that
Thanks,
anybody watching wants to share, but that link will be open through the weekend, I believe.
Oh, it's going to be open through the end of the month.
Open through the end of the month. So
yep.
Those of you that are watching probably don't want to share that, but we're going to go ahead and share that for other folks. I'm actually going to throw in a Bellinghamopoly board game. For those of you Chamber folks, you're aware of what that is. And so we're going to throw that into the pot too. So Scott and Kim, Sarah here in Branch, we just want to say again, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thanks for investing in here. And all of you watching virtually, ribbon cutting, our first one. Thank you for joining us too.
Thanks, everyone.
Kim, back to you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I echo, guys. Thanks to everyone, and I appreciate everyone joining today. We hope you have an amazing afternoon, and we will look forward to seeing you. Sarah and team will look forward to seeing you there at the branch. So have a great day.
Thank you.